It's hard to get a game more exciting than this. A one-run game with the bases full in the bottom of the ninth. Doing what he can to help his team. In a huge spot right here. The 2-2. Swung on and lifted foul right side. Still 2-2 on Mason Price. Waiting on a 2-2 offering from Hughes. The 2-2. Hit high in the air! Deep left field! Outfielder turning! Looking! She is gone! It's a walk-off grand slam for Mason Price! And the Blue Jays have won it in a thriller! 13-10 Westminster! You couldn't write a script like that. If you wrote that in a script, it would get thrown out. It's senior day. The Blue Jays have 4 seniors, and in the bottom of the ninth inning, all 4 seniors come to the plate. 3 of them go down to their final strike, and Mason Price, the 3-hitter, tattoos a ball over the wall in left field to end the game and give the Blue Jays a 13-10 win in the second game of this doubleheader, a doubleheader sweep, and a guaranteed win in their most important series of the year over Fontbonne. What a game, what a win for the Blue Jays. Westminster gets it by a final score of 13-10. The totals in this game are immeasurable, but Mason Price has 2 home runs in this game, 5 runs batted in. You have to feel for Michael Puckett Jr., who put together just a stellar doubleheader, a grand slam in the 7th, and an RBI single in the 9th to tie the score. They later take the lead. But a walk-off grand slam wins the game. Westminster 13, Fontbonne 10. That's the final score here from Fulton. Westminster is now 17-13. Fontbonne now 19-17, but most importantly, the Blue Jays are now in playoff position. One more game coming up in this series tomorrow at 1, and if it's anything like the first 2 games we saw today, you are going to want to tune in. Westminster wins it 13-10. So long from Fulton. Westminster in their home whites with the blue trim and the blue numbers, and Webster wearing the black uniforms today with black numerals. And up goes the opening tip. It's controlled by the Jays, and we are underway with Michaela Callahan bringing it up for Westminster. Gets it in the hands of Adams, who pulls up a 3 and hits it. How do you like that? Can't get the layup to go. Rebound by the Blue Jays, and they will try to push it again. Outlet pass to Adams. Nice job to one-hand it and keep it in play. She goes up, gets the basket, and the foul. That attempt. This has been an entertaining game. Up and down play. Here goes Adams, coast to coast, gets the roll. Somebody's going to have to step up here for Westminster. Adams making a drive. Takes it all the way to the hoop herself. What a move! Moving players on the right side, if they can find him, they go back to Adams. She tries a 3 and rattles it home. And for Adams, that's her second. Scoreboard says it's her 4th, but that's not right. It's her second foul. Here she comes the opposite way, and she gets the lay-in. Here's Adams. Adams just trying to pound it inside. That was the key for James Arnold at the start of the game. Here's a 3-point try. Yes, sir, from Callahan. Hey, with the triple here. Here's Gahagan into the lane. Nice feed there for a lay-in from Thornhill, but it's off the mark. You like to pass, though, if you're a Golden Eagles fan, from Gahagan. 47-44 Blue Jays. 3.5 left third quarter. Here's Adams with 20 to shoot. Nice little crossover move. As Archambault came off the bench in this game. Hard to remember already. Such a great player. James Arnold had such high praise for her. Kendall Adams drains a 3. Speaking of seniors, listed as a junior on the roster but graduating early. Dribbles to the right wing. Now Adams. Another find inside for Williams, and Williams puts it in. Here's Adams coming the opposite way. She's going coast to coast. Beautiful pass to Archambault, and she lays it in. And James Arnold gives a high five to Adams on the bench. He disagreed with the call and liked the effort that he saw from his player. So Webster goes the other way. Taylor Lucas at the top of the key finds Sawyer. Now an entry pass to Albie Lucas up against Johnson. Lucas muscles her way in. It's short. What a rebound from Johnson. So the free throws drop. It's a 4-point lead for Webster. They get it to Callahan. Callahan to Adams. Adams driving, goes up and lays it in. 7 seconds left. And it is a 3-point game. 5 seconds left. They inbound it to Ray. No timeouts for Westminster. They set up Callahan. Callahan for the tie. Gets it at the buzzer! Ray has it. 20 to shoot for the Jays. Ray up against Bailey. Now to Adams. Adams tries to find Johnson. What a job by Johnson to collect that pass. They swing it to Callahan. 3-pointer. Hits it! We've seen a lot of different players in this game. We've seen 10 different Blue Jays and all 12 Gorlocks coming in the game so far. Nice feed. Hollinsworth with a one-handed slam. Rebound falls to Ellis. And it's stolen away. Hollinsworth picked his pocket and a jam. Here's Brandt. Has a mismatch into the lane. Kicks it out to Carter Wands, and he tries to drive. Nice job defensively by Benningfield, but the shot clock is running down. Kobe Wands for 3! 67-52. Cochran up against McMahon. Faces the hoop. Now bounce pass to Hollinsworth. Hollinsworth reverse. Playoff court. This men's team says if we make it more of a full court game, that's advantage us. Because we've got good athletes, we can run the floor. 7 seconds to shoot, and shoot does Colin Kaywood. Another 3. Here's Kobe. He's feeling it. Into the lane. Reverse layup. Yes. Kaywood tried to drive baseline. Good defense there from Fernandez. Here's Hollinsworth. Turn around. Making it look easy. And a turnover. Picked up by Shaw. Farrell stopped. Saw too many blue shirts and lost it. Kaywood thought about a 3. Now to Shaw. Shaw to Carter Wands. Carter Wands. What a pass. Into Hollinsworth. He lays it in. Here. 45 seconds left. Westminster needs a touchdown. Trailing by 7. White takes the snap. Looking over the middle, pass is complete to Abington at the 45, across the 50, Abington to the 40, Abington to the 30, Abington to the 20-yard line, to the 10, to the 5, Abington is in! Touchdown, Westminster! The Blue Jays are an extra point from tying the game! An electrifying 73-yard touchdown run from Chase Abington, but it is not over yet. They need the extra point to tie the score. A big spot for freshman kicker Brad Hamill, the Manchester, Missouri native. It's 21-20 Iowa Wesleyan with 33 seconds to go. We're ready for a huge extra point, the biggest one of the season for Brad Hamill, to tie the game with 30 seconds left. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up. And the kick is good, and this game is tied. Westminster on offense. If they score, they win the football game here in overtime. White drops back. He throws it deep. Looking over there, Abington makes the catch, and he will down it just short of the goal line. But it's going to be a 24-yard connection to Chase Abington. First and goal from the 1 coming up for Westminster. So here we go, 1 yard from a victory, with the score tied at 21 here in overtime. They hand it off to Adams. Adams runs it on the left side. Adams, it's in. Touchdown, Westminster. And the Blue Jays are undefeated here at home in 2017. You can see the emotion on the Westminster Blue Jays sideline. This was a team that had a lot to play for today. You could list so many reasons why they would love to have gotten a win here. One of them was sending their seniors out on a high note, and boy did they do that. Their 2 biggest senior performers, Lateef Adams and Chase Abington, in their final games respectively in a Westminster uniform, they get 2 touchdowns apiece. One of them to force OT and the other one to win it. A 1-yard touchdown run from Lateef Adams to give Westminster a thrilling 27-21 victory here at Priestfield. They are undefeated here at home. Their seniors go out with a W, and you have to hand it to Iowa Wesleyan, who played a terrific football game today. They hung tough for every second of this game and came up just short in the end. They dropped this one in overtime, 27-21. Westminster gets a winning season. They finished the season 6-4, and for the first time since 2011, they go undefeated here at Priestfield in Fulton, Missouri. Really appreciate you joining us for this game. This has been a terrific football game and a great season here at Westminster College. I want to thank Matt Moore for manning the camera for us today. I want to thank Kirsten Carney, Sports Information Director here at Westminster, for all of her help. I want to thank all of you for listening. I'm Carter Woodiel. This is my final game as the broadcaster for this football game for Westminster, and you can see the celebrations for the seniors, for the rest of the team. This is a terrific win for the fans here in Fulton, the team, for John Welty and his coaching staff. Westminster, with one of those wins that makes the offseason seem a lot shorter. They get the victory 27-21. They win it in overtime. Thank you so much for tuning in this week and all season here on the Blue Jays Sports Network. We will see you next year, where Westminster football will be looking to improve on a 6-4 record. And certainly a win like this doesn't hurt when you're talking about next year's team. Again, the final score, 27-21. The Blue Jays win it, and we will see you next season. So long from Priest Field.